Merry Christmas. Just wanted to give you guys a quick update. Finished the power washing of the car video. I think that's up already. Hopefully everyone can see it. Just want to give you a quick update on where the car is and what we're waiting on, and throw something up there that some folks have been wondering about the shop. So we'll do a quick little walk around on the shop. It's gonna be a little bit of a different video. I guess we'll do a shop tour inside, and what you see in the background, some of the shots and some of the videos, and what I've been dealing with this car. So I'm going to turn the camera on to the project car, which is the mouse infested Mustang, and just let you know where it's at. This is what it looks like today. As after we power washed it, just sort of went over it again with some soap and whatnot, and went ahead and thought we were ready to bring it into the shop, but lo and behold, after vacuuming out the trunk, I have more activity of rat infestation and the startings of another nest. So rat poison went in, and hopefully, and I haven't seen any more activity, hopefully that sort of did it. We look inside, there's no new piles. There was a ton of rat mess in there, and cleaned that out and sort of soaked it in, in chemicals to try and kill whatever was in there. It kind of does stink in here. It doesn't smell very pleasant. More musty than anything, believe it or not. It doesn't smell too much like rat poo, but it doesn't smell great. But I don't see any more signs of him. He's sort of, I think he's gone. It was a mouse. It was not a mouse, it was a mouse, I guess, or a big one. And whenever I would look in the trunk, I'd pop the hood here. So we're going to do this together and make sure he's not in there. And he'd be sitting on the hood, on the intake manifold, when I would pop the hood here. So that puts some friendly rat pellets there. I think he's snacked on some of that. I just don't see him. He hasn't been around. And it's warm enough today on Christmas Day that I'm out here in shorts. So if he were still alive, I'm sure he would be building his house in there. So we're going to go ahead and say that he's not. So now let's turn the camera over to the shop. Inside the shop, it's sort of a mess. Trying to get it cleaner, trying to get it more organized, throwing things away that we don't use. Here's some parts from the Torino that are left over that we want to put up. There are some original parts that I might use later when we get back to that car. That's the new windshield for it. The windshield that I installed was, believe it or not, for the Torinos, the body styles, there were two different windshields for the fastback, and apparently the one I bought off of Marketplace didn't fit, and it cracked when I was installing it, which was just the way it goes, I guess. And some of those parts over there are for the mouse Mustang in the red bin. This toolbox is something fell behind it, so it's pushing away from the wall, and we just got to do some general cleanup. Things get out of control when you're doing project cars, woodworking projects, maybe trying to clean up the shop, trying to make it look a little more presentable for some of the videos, the shop foreman area. I've got to blow the dust off of their cars, doing the woodwork, just sort of protecting the inside walls from things bouncing into it and going through the very beer can like exterior of this building. There's the woodwork over there. We're going to probably do some more of that around the shop as time goes on. Finished this pallet wall. This is probably, it's a lot more work when you're doing a 10-foot section. It takes a lot more time. Believe it or not, that takes a couple of days. But that, we just finished that. It came out pretty nice, all things considered. I'm gonna put some signs on there and make it look neat. And as I get things more organized, just kind of get an actual place for things, which is really difficult because, as you can see, toolboxes tend to get overfilled. I don't know why I can't keep a shelf clean, but you can barely get cans in there, and this is supposed to be cleaning stuff, and this is supposed to be fluids and stuff, And it's packed to the rafters. I mean, you just can't get any more stuff in there. And I don't know why, but I just can't. I just get to this parts store and I just feel like a JoJo the Circus Monkey. He's just got to buy another can of juice. And this is my paint table. As you can clearly see, there are some paint products on it. And there's all that other garbage that just, it just accumulates over time. This is the metal section of the shop, where random scraps of metal. You just don't throw this stuff away, I promise you. You just feel like, oh, you just take that to the scrapyard. I can't tell you how many times I've dipped into this for just a little piece, and I just need a better way of storing it right now. Just kind of cleaning up the shop and getting things sorted. And the tire machine. The tire machine does work. I've changed some tires. I had to restore it. Had to rebuild things like that valve had to be rebuilt. And I learned how to do that, which was crazy, but it is a functioning unit. And kind of got ripped off by the guy on Marketplace. Go figure. Con man on Marketplace. I never thought that. But it works now. And of course the engine shop. Paint shop. Sandblasting shop. Engine shop. Stuff that has no home shop over there. And then eventually there's some fun things we're going to be doing with this 47 Super Deluxe. I'm working on something that's going to take this Holley Sniper EFI kit and morph it into being the EFI for the flathead that resides in there, which is seized at the moment. That's going to be a fun one. We're going to work on that pretty soon. I love this car. It's only got 60,000 original miles. And once I get the shop sorted, we get the stink Mustang in here. We'll probably work on this and the Mustang, and then bring in the Torino in occasionally in for minor tweaks and updates to that car, and wrap up that project. Oh yeah, I forgot also too. Yeah, let's walk over and take a look at the welding shop. People say, "Oh, you're a welder," and I say, "No, I have a welder." And they say, "Yeah, but you can weld." I have a welder. But you can weld. I have a welder. I can weld, yes, a little bit. But if you've ever watched guys who can drop beads that look like a row of nickels, I can make metal stick together. Let's just say that. Okay, so that's the overview. As you can tell, there's just years of stuff that's just scattered about. But projects get finished, and I never really get back to cleaning it. So before we really get in and start ripping into this Mustang, I've got to go through these shelves here. There's lots of doodads and knickknacks and old things from old cars, like, early 40s fog lights, Mustang parts, Torino parts, just some stuff that as I finish projects, I don't have a real good storage. I got shelves. I got 2 shelves, and stuff just lays there. So this is the shop. This is where all the magic happens. So this is what we need to get sorted so we can get projects rolling in here a little better. And as you can see, there's one of my camera stands, and it's just sort of amongst the accoutrement of crap that I just have no place to put safely. Because, here you got torches here just sort of in the middle of the floor. I just need to get things sorted, because I'd like to be able to roll projects in here. And if I want to get something out and put something else in for, an update on a car, it needs to happen in a more sorted way. And it's a 30 by 40 shop, and I'm just not using it and storing things in a way that's very conducive to the ease of getting projects done. So for your Christmas holiday, enjoy the sorted, unique way that I store things. And if that makes you feel better about, say, your closet that you need to clean so that you can put your kids' new toys away, or you feel better about your house, just look around here, and this should give you a little bit of a boost for Christmas. So there you go. That's the tour. That's what's coming. And, hopefully soon we'll get the Mustang in here. I didn't bring it in because I wasn't sure if the mouse was still alive or not. I'm kind of just giving it a few more days, throw a little bit more rat poison out there. But that's the shop tour. Hopefully you now know where it is that we make all this content. and all this fun stuff happen, and where the shop foreman pays for bills so that we can keep bringing you content. Merry Christmas, have a great new year, and I'll be uploading another video pretty soon. Thanks.